it's Tracy Chen, and today we're gonna eat lunch and talk about migration. All right, so I have Boost Juice, which one isn't mine? Let me just get mine out. Okay, Boost Juice. If anyone's wondering, no one asked, but I usually have 2 and 5 juice. So yeah, I'll put that there. Okay, let's just have a look what I ordered, and then we'll get straight into it. Ooh, popcorn chicken. Okay, so, no, this one's the nuggets. Oh my gosh! I don't think we asked for sauce for the nuggets. Oh no! Okay, that's your mash. I should have just got the large coleslaw. Okay, there we go. I got some of this. Guys, don't be alarmed. I'm not gonna eat this all. I just like to. Oh my gosh, we didn't get any sauce. I'm so mad. Okay. Alright, so I have got, what did I get here? Oh, just some wicker wings. I got a little supercharged thing so that look cool. And what's this? Popcorn chicken. That's yours. Oh, this one.
That's mine.
It's popcorn chicken, and then, okay. So we got some of that. That's just like, look guys, I'm just leaving this on the side. But what I'm really having is, because it's more healthy, this bowl, brown rice, chicken. Okay, this looks like a good portion. Okay, not bad. Okay. All right, guys. 2 and 5 is good. I always get the extra ginger. So good. All right, let's do this. So today is the 9th of February 2023. I know a lot of people thought that there would be a 189 visa invitation, but there isn't. There hasn't been yet. But I reckon maybe end of the month, maybe. But it's looking good. I feel like there's gonna be one. I don't know. So before we get stuck into it, let's try some of this rice bowl. All right. Okay. I know we're all bracing for the 189 invitation round. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I want to talk about today some reasons that your visa can be cancelled. I will tell you some stories that I've actually heard or seen or dealt with firsthand, and just so you guys can be very aware of this if this happens. Okay, I feel good because this looks healthy. So we've got beans, we've got some chicken, some guac, and brown rice. I feel good eating this. This is just going to be a little treat for me. I have cardio a little bit later, so you know I need to carb up for it essentially, right? Okay, not bad. I don't remember the last time I had GYG. I had salsa on the weekend. How good is Mexican food? I was supposed to get something else. I was supposed to try some Chinese barbecue today, but they said to open at 10 a.m, but I went there and it's not open. I don't know what happened. Okay, I'm happy. For me, when I wake up in the morning, I don't eat breakfast. I usually have a large coffee. I usually have a large coffee. Okay, good. And then I wait till about 11 a.m. and I have lunch. Then I have a small snack around 3 to 4 p.m. Then I have like a really hardcore training session usually at 6. So it goes from like, 6 to 7. And then I'll come home, make something nice for dinner, and then, go to sleep around 10 o'clock. So that's kind of like my daily routine in terms of eating. But this is quite a big bowl, so let's see. Pretty good. Love the rice. The rice tastes really good. Okay, so we had a client come to us recently and they received a notice of intention to cancel their visa. Okay, maybe it wasn't recent, it was a while ago now, but I want to talk about this story because it's something you don't think of and I don't want this happening to anybody. It was actually a genuine mistake. So what happened was the client and his partner, they were in Australia on a student visa, came to Australia to study accounting. Now this was in like 2014, I think, so it was a while ago now. Then what happened was they applied for the 489 visa, which is back then the skilled regional provisional visa, which is kind of equivalent to the 491. 491, I must say, is a little bit tougher to get PR compared to the 489. But anyway, they came to Australia and they were able to apply for the 489 visa. So by the time they finished studying and they applied for the 489 visa, it was like 2016. So maybe they came to Australia in like 2013. Anyway, so come 2016, they've applied for the 489 visa, 2016. So they've finished their accounting degree, they've met all the requirements, they live in the right state for the 489 489 visa, and then they lodged the 489 visa. Now back in 2016, as you may know and you may have heard from your friends, times are very different then. So people were getting their visa grants very quickly. So I think when they lodged their 489 visa, they were granted the visa in like maybe 2 or 3 months. So let's just say by middle of 2016, they were already granted their 489 visa. So back then, with the 489 visa, to qualify for the permanent residency, which is the 887 visa, you have to meet the requirements, work and live in a regional area for 2 years, and then you can apply for permanent residency. Now, obviously time goes by really quickly, right? They started dating in 2013, and then, 2016, they got their 489 visa, and by 2018, they were eligible to apply for the 887. I'm gonna try Wicker Wing. How good are Wicker Wings, seriously? They're so good. So good. So simple. So simple. When I have these, I allow myself to have 1, maybe 2, but they're so good. I could eat so many. How many can you eat?
3.
What? 3 whole one? Okay. No, so good, seriously. Okay, I'm almost done. I will get to the story. Hold on. So back to my story. So by 2018, they were eligible to apply for 887. So in that situation, they're all qualified. There was nothing wrong with the application. They submitted the application and it was granted again very quickly. Back in 2018, things were still happening very quickly. So I think from the time they lodged, the time they granted PR, both of them, maybe it took like 3 months. So not that long. So they both have the PR. Okay, 2013 to 2018 wasn't an easy ride, but they still stayed together as a couple. And they were normal. They had their ups and downs and fights here and there, but they didn't break up or anything during that time. Okay, they get their permanent residency. Then in end of 2018, they break up and they go their separate ways, which is very normal. We're all human at the end of the day. I know the visa requirements require people to be living together and staying together and all of that, but at the end of the day, we are human. So if breakdowns and relationships happen, it happens and it does affect the visa process. But in this situation, they both had the PR already. So they both already had the 887. So it shouldn't be any issues, right? I don't know how people tell stories and do mukbang. Seriously, it's so hard and it's so distracting. Anyway, oh my god, that Wicker Wing was so good. Oh my gosh. Okay, so in end of 2019, the husband submits a partner visa. He finds a new girlfriend, and of course he's an Australian permanent resident already, so he submits a partner visa. All good. Then in 2020, the ex-partner, so the ex-wife, receives a notice of intention to cancel her visa. She has not spoken to her ex-husband in obviously over a year. They've gone their separate ways. It's all very normal. We're all human. She receives a notice of intention to cancel her visa. Reason being, her ex-husband submitted a partner visa and said that he had been with this so-called new girlfriend since 2017. So do the maths. They were together from 2013 to 2018, to when the 887 was granted, the PR was granted. He submits a partner visa and claims that he's been in a relationship, a genuine relationship, with his new partner since 2017. And under Australian law, you're only allowed to have one partner. Okay, so whatever the story goes there, it's not gonna fly. So what it looked like to the department is that the client, the ex-wife, was the one that was dishonest. She was still a party to the 887 visa when, according to this husband's partner visa application, they weren't still together. Crazy. So obviously she's stressing out. She's the one that received the notice of intention to cancel. I'm not sure about the ex-husband because we didn't represent him. But to be honest, that is grounds for cancellation. Because if the story doesn't add up and the documents don't add up, then obviously the previous 887 is a bogus claim. So I'm going to tell you how we fixed it, but it's not what you think. But I guess what I'm trying to say here is the department keeps records of everything. So no matter what you do and whatever happens, you make sure your story sticks. And it's the same throughout. Because what happened here is it was probably all just, to be honest, I don't even know what happened in this situation, but maybe it was just a misunderstanding or we don't know exactly. Obviously, the husband here is the one that exposed them. He went and submitted a partner visa, probably unknowingly. I think if he knew that this was gonna come, because surely it would affect him as well, right? Because he's a party to all this whole thing. But obviously he didn't think about this when he submitted the partner visa. He was more concerned with his new partner getting her visa and showing it's a genuine relationship. So that's why he said that they've been in a relationship since 2017. So anyway, let's try two. Okay. Ta-da! Alright. So, in this situation, for us, no, you'd think that we try to explain the story and then, explain the wife's side of the story or whatever. Very lucky for us, when we looked in the regulations for the 887 visa and you look at the secondary dependent, the requirements, it does not say that the secondary must be in a genuine and ongoing relationship with the main applicant at the time of application for the 887. It only said that the dependent is eligible for the 887 as a secondary on the main applicant's visa application, as long as she was also a dependent on the 489. That's what saved us. I didn't even bother trying to explain the story. I didn't want to know, to be honest. I was like, okay, what is the law and how are we going to fix this? Because you think that sometimes if you explain and give a lot to it, you're actually exposing yourself to too much. No, in this situation, I think we are very lucky because there was no requirement to be in a genuine and continuing relationship. It was just as long as you were a dependent on the 489, then you're also eligible to be a dependent on the 887. So that's what saved us here. I wasn't even going to bother trying to explain the whole story or whatever. We sent the submission in. We didn't even address anything in that story because it's not relevant. The facts are the facts. There is nothing that says you needed to be in a genuine and continuing relationship to be eligible as a secondary for the permanent residency in this case. So the case officer responded and then they acknowledged it and they said, okay, in this instance, we will accept your submission. So the notice of intention to cancel never eventuated. Our client's visa was never cancelled. Nice. But that's purely because of the regulations of the 887, which gets very, deep into the law and whatever, but you wouldn't be so lucky with any other visa. Not other visas will allow for this kind of provision, obviously. So I guess my story is, whatever happens, make sure your story is truthful because they'll always find out. And sometimes when you're applying for a temporary visa, if you're applying for a tourist visa, if you're applying for a student visa, it's different. They don't conduct the same amount of checks. But if you're looking to apply for permanent residency and then citizenship, they actually look into it. So the citizenship team are actually the ones who do hardcore checks. Even the team who are approving your permanent residency, case officers, it's not the same. But for citizenship, they will run the extra checks. So many people have gotten past, tourist visa, student visa, temporary visa, permanent residency, no problem. Come when you apply for citizenship is when everything unfolds because they actually do proper checks during that time. So just something to be very aware of. I mean, sometimes it's hard, I understand, to remember everything. I don't remember things that happened a week ago, let alone something that happened 10 years ago. But you do have to give it to your best of your ability. In this situation, obviously, it was clear. How did you say you guys submitted, as a couple in 2018 and then you lodged a partner visa and you've been with this, and I don't really want to know what happened, but you've been with this new partner since 2017. Of course, that's going to cause issues. Yeah, just something to be very aware of with Australian visas. Oh, I'm so full. I had a little bit of this. Or maybe I think I'm full because I've talked so much.
You still have more food.
Look how much is left. Okay, maybe I just want to try a bite of this. My partner will be very happy tonight knowing that I have KFC. Where's the coleslaw? Okay, let's try the coleslaw. Oh my god! Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god, that was a workout. Okay. Oh, KFC coleslaw is so good. Brings back memories. Okay, so I'm full. So let's see what I ate. Half a burrito, which is actually quite good. Alright, have a bite of this. Ooh, it's good. A couple of my team members watched my last eating sushi video and they're like, you're hilarious. You complain about everything. You complain about the prawn, you complain about the salmon is too thin, you complain the rice is too hard. I was like, yeah, of course. I'm a foodie. Exciting news, guys. I have just released my mini courses. So if you want to learn about Australian migration, go check it out. The link's in the website. If you want to get in contact with myself or one of our fabulous lawyers and agents for a consultation or assistance with your visa application, again, our contact details are below. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.